Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I am embarking on the behind the scenes tag. I was tagged by BookTuber and the Reading Wordsmith. I will link to their videos below. And this tag is all about behind the scenes in prepping and creating booktube content. Prompt number 1. When recording a post, do you read from a prepared script, or do you refer to notes or a broad outline, or do you speak extemporaneously? I started out scripting everything. I would say overall now, I generally do bullet points or an outline so that I have at least some structure of what I want to say. But there are also some videos like this one. I feel like a lot of tag videos, I don't necessarily, I guess the prompts themselves are giving the structure, but I don't necessarily plan it all out before I speak, which maybe that is clear as I do my tag videos. But I do generally just do bullet points with my basic thoughts, things I want to cover so that I don't miss big pieces that I know I want to make sure I say. Number 2, do you edit before you post, deleting hems and haws, misspeaks, mispronunciations, and other common public speaking foibles? Do you remove things you didn't mean to say or off-topic thoughts or comments you think might be misunderstood? Yes, I do a lot of editing on my videos, which is not fun, I'll be honest. I do take out most of the ums, uhs, things like that. It is something that I'm trying to work on as I'm filming so that hopefully I eventually won't have as many to edit out, but I know that that can be distracting listening to, so I do generally try to edit those out. But I also don't want to come across as overly polished, so I don't always take all of them out because I don't want, I'm real, I'm human, I do say so I don't know. I kind of go back and forth as to whether I want to take them all out or none or all. I have definitely removed things that I'm like, no, I don't really want to say that, or, oh, this doesn't really make sense, or I over-explained, or I'm literally repeating myself. So I definitely edit things like that out. And I have definitely edited out some things that I think might be misunderstood, or that maybe I didn't say as clearly as I wanted to, that I didn't convey the message that I was trying to get across. And sometimes when I'm editing, I'll realize that there was a much clearer way that I could have said something, and then I'm like, do I want to film again? And usually the answer is no, because it just takes so much time to film and edit. My bullet point notes can only get me so far sometimes when I'm also just speaking, and sometimes the things that come out of my mouth are not always as clear or conveying the points I'm trying to make. Sometimes things seem clearer in my head than they do coming out. Number 3, have you ever deleted an entire post? I have not, other than like when I've uploaded something or scheduled something and then realized that I completely forgot one whole segment or my end screen or something, so I have to take it down and then re-upload. But I've never deleted something that I have actually posted. I don't think that I will, because even though some of my earlier videos and thumbnails and whatnot are rather cringe to me, it was part of my process, and it's fine. It's fine. Number 4, are there certain topics you avoid, things you regard as too personal or too controversial? So yes, I generally don't like to say things that are too personally identifying. Like, I talk some about my kids, but I don't plan to ever say their names or their specific ages. I don't say anything too personally identifying about them or their lives because they didn't ask to be on the internet, and this is my book channel. So they are part of my life. They are part of my book conversation sometimes when I'm talking about books for my kids, but I don't plan to ever talk specifically about them. I avoid personally identifying location things, possibly more than I should, because at the end of the day, like, who's gonna be like trying to find me? But also I'm paranoid, so I avoid things like that. As far as topics or conversations, this is something that I've been thinking about a lot actually, and trying to decide how to handle things. I do think that reading is political. Do I want to talk about politics on my channel? No. But also, there are some things that I also do not want and can't be silent about. But my channel isn't a political channel. But some of my books absolutely deal with real life things. So trying to find that balance. I don't want to alienate people, but I also don't want to keep quiet on important things. Religion is another one. I've been thinking a lot about this one too. I've had a lot of people recently tell me that I should consider sharing my story more about growing up in a religious cult, and trying to, again, find that line, because this is not a cult survivor channel, this is a book channel, but also that does come to bear in a lot of my reading. So keeping the integrity of my channel but also keeping the integrity of who I am, and my background does inform my reading, while also not being abrasive, and also keeping in mind that I have so much more learning and growing to do as a person. I feel like there are so many aspects of answering this question. That's a lot to balance, and it is something that I've thought a lot about. Number 5, do your posts include graphics, special lighting, music, fast cuts, or other design enhancements? Basically, no. Do I want them to? I don't know. So when I first started my channel, I had this vision in my head of what I wanted my videos to look like. I played around with doing music, and it just felt too distracting to me, so I ended up taking music off. I guess for my occasional vlog videos, I do include music. The vision that I had in my head, I just realized is not really attainable for me right now with my current editing program, with my current time limitations and all of these things. So I think I'm fine with what I have. Eventually, I would like to play around with other lighting, with other audio options and things, because I do want to continue to improve my channel, but also keeping in mind that this very aesthetic vision that I had in my head may just not be for me, and that's okay too. I do have some basic sound effects that I do, an end screen, very basic things like that. My wrap-up videos probably have, or they do have the most graphics, and that just takes hours to prep. Maybe that's a bit of an exaggeration. Well, it depends. It can take like an hour and a half to 2 hours to just prep graphics for that video. And it's very overwhelming, but also I think I like it. I do like it. I just need to make sure that I still want it to be fun. I don't want to lose sight of the fun aspect of creating BookTube videos. Number 6, do you have a target number of posts each week? Great question. Ideally, I would love to do 2 videos a week on Mondays and Thursdays, and I have gone through periods of time where I've been able to do that, and then it seems like I've only been able to do that for short periods of time, and then I'm back to once a week. My minimum goal, if at all possible, is 1 video a week, but I am hoping to get to a place where I can do twice a week routinely. My goal is to do more batch filming, and then being able, if I can film a bunch at once and then slowly edit them and then get them scheduled so that I can have a buffer, because the periods of time when I have been filming and editing and uploading in 1 week is a lot. So I'm just toying with what works for me, what works for my schedule, but my ideal is twice a week. Number 7, are there certain themed posts you contribute to regularly, such as Poetry Thursday or What Are You Reading Wednesday? No. I've thought about it. I do a lot of tag videos, but I don't necessarily do them on Tag Tuesday. Actually, I don't know if I ever have, because I usually post Mondays and Thursdays. I've thought about trying to do more, but I think it throws off my brain, because I'm like, if I do it once, then I need to do it more, because then it will feel uneven. If I participate in like one, What Are You Reading Wednesday? Then it'll feel uneven if I don't keep going with that. But then adding a 3rd video a week, I can't commit to. So it's just the way my brain is working. Number 8, how important to you is the number of your subscribers? Is there a target number you're hoping to reach? If you don't hit your target, would you consider dropping out of BookTube? Are your posts designed to attract new subscribers? Are you distressed if you lose subscribers? Oh, those are heavy questions. It's a hard one to answer in a way, because, okay, my recording just stopped, so trying to remember where I was and what was happening. I know we're talking about subscribers. How important to me is the number of subscribers? Not very, and also very. I do watch my subscriber count, and I have mixed feelings on that. I do want to grow. I do try to grow, but not in the sense of creating content in the attempts to go viral or creating things that are not authentic to me or what I want my channel to be about. But at the same time, there is a desire to grow my channel, I think because, well, I think a few reasons. Mostly because it takes so much time and work to create videos. The time spent on coming up with ideas, prepping, making my notes, filming, editing, uploading, descriptions, titles, all the things, all the elements of creating videos. It just takes so much time that, yes, I would love for my channel to continue to grow because it does take so much work. It is nice to see subscriber growth after putting so much work into it. That being said, it's not just about the numbers. Like, I want tons of subscribers, because I still remember when Ellen from the Ellen Made Book Club was responding to a similar prompt on some tag video, that every subscriber is a person. I want to connect with more people, and I would like to think, I would hope that there are other people that could connect with me as well, with my reading choices, with my style of videos, or the things that I talk about. I think that that is amazing, that there is such a thing as the internet, that there is such a thing as YouTube and BookTube, where we can find people that we can connect to. So yes, I would love to see growth as far as the platform side of things, and also as far as the connection and person and humanity side of things. Do I have a specific number in mind? Again, yes and no. I do have a number in the back of my head that would be nice to get to by the end of the year, but I also know like that's not a metric on my value or the value of my content or the time I'm putting into it. I spent so much time, so I previously had another YouTube channel with my friend, not book related, but I spent so much time researching how to build a YouTube channel. And it felt like so many things on that channel, and especially at the beginning of this channel, so many things that I would try to do the right way, and then I would get very few views. And then other times I would make a video that would get more views that I was like, I don't know. I don't understand the algorithm. I don't understand what the algorithm wants from me. So yes, I do still try to read about ways to make things better. I do want to try to learn how to make better descriptions. I do want to work on things like my lighting that will just improve the viewing experience and hopefully the algorithm experience. But also I feel like the algorithm changes all the time and it's fickle. And do I really want to spend a ton of time trying to learn the algorithm when I just want to spend time making videos? Sure, in the grand scheme of things, it would be great to someday be monetized. Yes. Did I even answer the question? I feel like I talked in circles. If you don't hit your target, would you consider dropping out of BookTube? No, not for that reason. I have no plans at this point to drop out of BookTube. I do genuinely enjoy it. I think the reason, if I were to ever stop, it would more so just be because of life circumstances and not having the time to put into it. But I don't think that it would necessarily just be because of the subscriber count. Are your posts designed to attract new subscribers? I feel like I talked about that. Are you distressed if you lose subscribers? Honestly, a little bit, kind of. But also when I think about it, no, because if my channel is not for someone, that's fine. Like, there are so many channels out there. Like, find someone that you can connect with. And if you don't connect with me, that's fine. I hope you find a channel that you do really connect with. Number 9, do you always respond when tagged? I certainly try to. I feel like there have been periods of time where I've not been as active on YouTube, or times when I don't check my notifications every day, and I might have lost some comments or tags in there, but I really try not to. I really try to make sure that I stay on top of that, because it is important to me to see and respond to tags. As far as tag videos like this one, I am behind. And I did recently decide that there are a few that I think I need to give myself permission to just not get to. But I always respond to the original tagger. I always comment on their video. And if able to, I try to also do the tag videos as well. Number 10, do you respond to viewers' comments? Yes, I do. I'm a little bit behind currently, but I do try to always respond to everybody's comments, because that is one of my favorite parts of YouTube, is the actual connection and discussing books in the comments and different people's perspectives and theories and opinions about books. I love that. Are your responses lengthy or only a thumbs up or down? I feel like mostly in between. I always do some sort of typed response. I wouldn't say that they're lengthy. I try to always give comments that are more than just nice or thanks for watching, or not that there's anything necessarily wrong with that, because a genuine thank you so much for watching is also great, but I try to have a response that is actually responding to the content of what they posted, but they're not necessarily super long comments either. I mean, sometimes they are, but I feel like on average, not so much. Number 11, have you ever blocked anyone from viewing or commenting on your posts? The only comments or people that I've blocked are what appear to me to be spam accounts. So far, that's all I have done. Everyone has always been quite lovely in my comments, and I really appreciate that. And I mean, someday if there ever is someone who is being rude to me or people in the comments, I don't necessarily have a problem with blocking people. I really enjoyed this tag and getting behind the scenes of some of the process. It's been so fun seeing other people's responses to this tag as well. And yeah, it's just fun to evaluate and think about my channel and all of the behind the scenes things that goes into creating BookTube content. I am going to tag a handful of people in the description. If you would like to do this tag, I would love to see your video. And if you're not tagged, as always, please feel free to do this tag and let me know in your video. And until next time, happy reading.